Former detective will spend a decade in prison in one of the biggest corruption scandals in Baltimore police history. He's the latest to be sentenced in the Gun Trace Task Force case. WJZ investigator Mike Helgran is live at Baltimore's federal courthouse with what's next. Mike?
Vic, there's still one more sentencing to go. Today, Momodu Gondo spoke briefly in court. He apologized to the citizens of Baltimore and said he was truly remorseful for what he'd done. A judge sentenced disgraced former Baltimore City Police Detective Momodu Gondo to 10 years in prison, much less than the maximum 60 years. He got a break because of his testimony against other corrupt members of an elite gun unit,
the handgun and the cocaine.
The Gun Trace Task Force. Gondo's defense attorney Warren Brown said his client became a fly on the wall for the government.
You just couldn't be in there as a silent partner. If you were in that unit, you were buying into what was going on.
But Brown said there's more to come in the scandal, which saw officers stealing from citizens who they thought would never tell, faking overtime pay, and running their own lucrative drug operation under the power of the badge.
The motivating factor was the greed. And, you know, I mean, before we be too judgmental, it's enticing. You know, you're dealing with a dope dealer. Who's going to believe him?
Gondo unknowingly blew the case wide open. After a deadly overdose in Harford County 3 years ago, police began investigating the supply chain. Drug dealers in Baltimore. On wiretaps, they learned Gondo was part of a heroin operation. That was the link to the police department.
They really tore the fabric of the relationship between Baltimore Police Department and the city of Baltimore citizens. But we do have to weigh that with what Mr. Gondo did after he was charged and what he did to assist in the government investigation.
Gondo also testified that Detective Sean Suter, who was killed on duty in 2017, was stealing from people, something Suter's family has vehemently denied. Suter was shot just hours before his grand jury testimony in this case. Now, Gondo's former partner, Jamel Rayam, has yet to be sentenced. That sentencing has not been scheduled at this point, and Warren Brown says there are other members of the police force, including supervisors, who knew what was going on but have never been charged in this. Live at the federal courthouse, Mike Helgran, WJZ.